What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. It is Brian here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. If it's your first time to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. All that support means the world to me because I truly appreciate you joining me. Welcome to your weekend report, your weekend horoscope for August 15th, August 16th of 2020. What a weekend we have. I'm just going to jump into the chart right away and just go for it. Hope you guys had a great week. Big weekend, lots of fire, a lot of dignified energy, lots of stuff. Let's just get this going. All right. August 15th, 2020. Boom. We got the moon all day, all weekend, spending the weekend here in Cancer, in the dignified home. This is definitely about our comfort. This is about making ourselves feel at home within. This is about getting our structures and what really is our foundation set. Because, well, there's a lot going on with the moon here in Cancer, especially tomorrow. But before we get into that, let's just take a look at the essential dignities here. Like the moon, +5. The sun, +8. +4 for Venus, because Venus does like to be in Cancer. +7 for Mars, and +7 for, of course, Saturn. Jupiter even is at -2 because of this yod, and Jupiter's being aspected really well right now. So, man, it is a positive weekend. There is a lot of dignified energy. We have Neptune, home in Pisces. Of course, Saturn in Capricorn, Mars in Aries, the sun in Leo, and the moon in Cancer. This is just like powerful energy this weekend. This is really energy to get us to really step in and go towards that heart. We still do have the yod here. Mercury's in the picture now. Mercury's all up in this yod. This is a big weekend. This is about expressing your soul's light, expressing what feels good, expressing the love. I mean, this is fated stuff. There's yods still all over this chart. There's one to Neptune for Mercury and Juno. This is stuff, I talked about this stuff yesterday, but this is still this week is so intense. It's such a slow moving transit that it's very powerful. This isn't like when the moon or Mercury just hits something and it's just, quick and over with. This is powerful stuff. So I have to keep hammering that home because the energy is just still there. So the moon here at 10 is going to make a sextile to Uranus. Uranus is now officially retrograde as of 7:30 this morning. So, that things are going to get shaken up in our reality. It's going to feel like unexpected everything. Unexpected, just with unexpected stuff with money, with value, it's hard to even predict because Uranus is unpredictable. But this is what's coming. But we do get this nice aspect right as Uranus does go retrograde. We get a nice sextile to the moon in Cancer, which is very much about, oh man, and it is right there with Venus. So I hope you got to see that this morning because that's a beautiful thing to look at, is Venus and the moon rising together. So we do get this aspect where it's okay to be your unique self, to make this world the unique world that you want it to be, and to emotionally feel good about who you are, what you have, the values within yourself, to find comfort in your uniqueness and in your authenticity, and to value it, to value that and be strong in these values. Venus making this aspect as well, which is building. This is big. This is really about finding what you truly value within yourself and even within life, the physical things, because Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So it's very much about finding comfort in the physical things that do actually serve you and make you feel good right now. But it's also about just within yourself, your self-value, your self-love, the emotions that keep you going every day. Very nice aspect. And it is going to make its semi-square to the sun right before it goes into the dark moon phase. This is like the last chance we get as we close out this Cancer energy to really step into our light and not let things take us out of that comfort within, take us out of that true Leo spirit, that true Leo light, as the sun is conjunct Mercury, part of that yod. So such a fated week, and it's like we have to take risks, because with Mars moving over Eris here, which is the last planet, Greek mythology, this is the goddess of strife, goddess of discord, of feeling uneasy, and they are squaring. I should circle Saturn too, because that's really what this is coming up on. Making these squares, it's intense. It's intense, and it's heavy. Capricorn is heavy. It rules iron. It rules the heavy things in life, the restrictive forces, the binding to this reality. And with Pluto there, it is about facing our fears. And Mars is trying to have us like step into our true self in Aries here, our true self, and have that fire that burns within to take us to where we need to go, to the sun, because we have this amazing sun trine Mars. So how can we not fear change and step out of things that hold us back from what we want and hold us back from our truth, so that we can just be the light and be the love that we truly are and express that? Mercury is right there. So we got to be able to express and like get our light out. We got to deliver the message. So this is where the light workers got to step up and just give their truth, give their message, to have that fire to just burn, and to not let discord, and to not let just things outside of yourself take you out of what you're here to do. And everybody's here for something different. So I'm not trying to say one way or another, you have to do this, you have to do that. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is things that aren't aligned with your truth, that bring discord into your life and bring strife, and don't, these things, like, this is going to build up. This is where you have to go towards your light to really shine the brightest. Because the sun now is making a quincunx to Pluto. So this is definitely about not letting any fear or any hidden thing take you out of your truth, to be able to transform and to mold yourself into what is actually going to serve you, to use the dignified power of the sun, which, by the way, looking at these essential dignities, +8, the sun here is the strongest, and it is our luminary, and it is our soul, and it is at home in Leo, and it is ruling everything right now, and we need to eat this energy up so that we are not being fooled and tricked and lied to and deceived, and not being restricted either, coming up on Saturn. This is intense stuff, and it gets even more intense as like next week comes in. But this is a beautiful aspect this weekend with this exact trine, because Mars here is going to move to 24 degrees, and guess what? The sun is too. So we get 2 days of an exact Mars, sun, fire trine. And this doesn't happen every year, every 2 years, I should say, when Mars comes into Aries every 2 years. This is like special. This is really about stepping into your fire, stepping into ways to just be within your heart, be within your truth, and just own that in every way you can. The moon is also, of course, with Venus, and they are making a square over to Chiron. We gotta ditch the wounds. We cannot be like dwelling on the wounds right now. Like, now is not the time. We already dealt with that stuff. Like, now it's really time to step into your light. We need to move forward. We need to channel, because Chiron's a warrior too. He's the wounded healer, but he was a warrior, a centaur. And we need to be stronger than our wounds right now. We need to be the healer. Chiron also was wounded, he gave up his powers so that he could heal others. He was immortal, and he gave up his immortality to heal others. We almost have to be able to see others and heal others right now without judging and without, we got to be able to put the love and the passion into everything we do, with ourselves, with other people. That is the ticket right now. That is what everything's pointing towards. It is the love. It is the light. It is the fun. It is the creativity. It is the passion. It's about stepping into your truth, your passion, your identity, and not living someone else's, just owning yours and taking it to the next level. As we move into Sunday, it is the sun's day. So, again, we look at the essential dignities, the sun, +8. The moon's better off here than it was, even though the moon is going to make some hard aspects, but it got 1 point added. So, here we have the moon at 23 degrees. So we're getting a trine to Neptune on Sunday. So this is definitely about listening to the subconscious, listening to your intuition, to bring you comfort in life, to listen to spirit, and to go towards the light. As we're in the dark moon phase tomorrow, like new moon on Tuesday. So we're closing out this Cancer cycle, big Cancer cycle, 2 new moons, eclipses for the last, 20 months, 22 months. Not eclipses, but that was how long the cycle was. The nodes were in Cancer and Capricorn before they moved into Gemini and Sagittarius. So this is huge. This is about really closing out that cycle of feeling so much emotion and like being trapped in things that don't support the foundation of life that you truly want, and moving into the light and moving into your love. The sun, like I said, still conjunct Mercury, 24, 23 degrees, and this is like the trine with Eris and Mars. This is beautiful stuff. This is truly like stepping into your light. I cannot express how much I love this transit. This is about putting your passion into love and just shining and bringing it and expressing it to people, to yourself, and just rolling with it. When change comes, who cares? Change is meant to happen. The only constant we get in life is change. So why hold on to things? Why not be free from binding yourself to the material things, to Capricorn? Be free of that stuff. Let that shit just work. It's gonna, like, God has a plan. This is when we got to trust in the universe, and that's where that yod was coming into play with Jupiter and Neptune. Like, there's a plan. Like, things are gonna, there's things, there's an almighty, there's a God, there's a source energy that it has everything. It already knows. There's the code's already been written. It's about us finding ourselves right now, finding our light, and not getting caught up in the discord with our own inner turmoil and with the world's turmoil, and just being the love and the light that we are, and just going for it. Venus today does make the exact square to Chiron. Do not make yourself feel like the weirdo and take yourself out of your value. You are the weirdo. I am the weirdo. We are all the weirdos on this planet. We are all Chiron. Chiron is the human journey. Chiron is like the most important thing we got. It's the key to humanity. It's why it's shaped like a key. And we have to embrace our weirdness, our uniqueness, and what makes us human. Because Chiron gave up his immortality, and we are human. Chiron became basically a human by giving up his immortality to heal others. We need to step into that. We don't want to throw ourselves off. The world's going to feel weird. Like, there's so much going on this weekend. You have to be strong and step into your light and know that when things get weird, that it's just part of where we are. We signed up for this trip through Earth at this time. How can we bring the light and hold that space? This is a light worker channel. I'm a light worker astrologer. I'm a healer. My modality is astrology. So this is what I'm channeling from this right now. And it is to step into the light. Like, there's so much fire, and it's strong. And, sure, we're right at the midpoint of Jupiter and Saturn with the square to Mars. We cannot restrict ourselves from the greatest change of our life individually to step into our heart, to just be the love right now. We got to be that. This is big stuff. This is heavy transits, heavy energy everywhere. And the moon is, of course, opposing all of that. So we got to be strong in our emotions, or we're going to just feel like the weight of the world is going to beat us down and break the foundation that we've built so hard for. That we've all been working towards this. Like every single one of us, every day. Every day we have to deal with struggles. Like the universe isn't easy. We're here to learn lessons and to experience things. But the more we can own what happens, own our experience, and not feel like the world just has it out for us. To not like put the blame on God, to put the blame on someone else. But to just feel comfortable and to just know that I made it through another thing to get me farther in life. And you got to take the risk. Capricorn is also about taking the risk. Risk. We have to emotionally, in our hearts and in our mind, take the risk to be our true self and stand in our truth and not let whatever happens the rest of this year here on out. Like this is Lionsgate. This whole week. You know, people say 8-8. Well, 8/18 on Tuesday with that new moon in Leo, making at 26 degrees, which is going to be making a trine over to the south node, a sextile over to the north node. That is a portal with the moon on top of it. Like this whole month, like the end of this Leo season here is Lionsgate, and we need to channel that energy. So that's where we're at. We got to be in the love and channel the love and trust. Like Sunday's great with the moon trine Neptune. Like we got to make our life a dreamy place, but it starts from within. It starts by trusting spirit, trusting God, and risking what we have to do what makes us feel good and brings us light and brings us love and makes us happy and brings us joy and brings us fun. We don't want to be the old grandpa in Capricorn, like especially the young people. We don't want to get trapped in that. Take the risk to be your true self, to not do things that don't align with your truth, to not do things that don't align with your destiny. This weekend is the weekend to just own it and to let unexpected things happen. Uranus, retrograde, for the next 6 months. Unexpected things are about to happen. But are you strong enough in your foundation? Are you strong enough in your love? Are you strong enough within yourself to hold light, to hold love for people that aren't? Because not everybody is in tune with this energy. Not everybody is following transits. Not everybody is, like, there's going to be so much chaos. Discord. Eris is squaring Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter. So is Chiron. Not exactly, but it still is. It's a square in Aries. Like, this is heavy stuff. I say this all the time, but it is. But you guys watch, you guys hear, you guys know what's up. We have to hold the light. We have to step into our love. We have to own it. We have to be there. Because other people are going to go to battle in different ways. And I think that, you know, if you consider yourself a light worker, if you consider yourself that kind of spiritual being, I think the more that we can hold a space of love and be our true self, the more that others are going to follow and pick up on that frequency. And that might be just my belief. I think others probably feel the same way. We all came here for a different reason. There are plenty of people that are here to be a part of just different aspects, I guess, like without like putting like a name to any of it. Like we all have a piece and a role to play in this puzzle, but it's about feeling that role within yourself and just being it and playing it and owning it to the best of your ability, and to not feel like a weirdo and to not feel like you're not worth it. You are so worth it, and you are the weirdo. We all are. We're all the unique weirdo, and that's what makes us beautiful. That's what makes us human. And we just got to own it. And we can't escape it. We just have to see what's going on, see what really aligns with us, see what fits our environment, and to do the things that align with what we desire. If you don't want to do something and somebody tells you to do it and you don't have to do it. Like maybe you can't go into the store if you don't want to wear a mask. I'm just using that as an example, but like, you don't have to. You could grow your own food. Like there's a way to, like it's probably not the best example, but that's what I'm getting at is you have to set yourself up in ways that you can do and live how you want to live without being told one way or the other. And there's going to be more restriction piled on as this year goes on, especially when Saturn comes direct, which is next month. Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn are about to go direct. Like they're really slowing down, about to station and go direct next month, as well as Mars going retrograde. Mars is slow right now. Mars is stationing here. Mars is going to make it to about 28 degrees and then retrograde back to 15 in Aries. So this is just the beginning, these Mars squares to all this stuff. We get it 3 times, and it's slow, and it's drawn out. So it's just like, we got to really find that comfort within and just understand that, like, this is going to be a slow grind to the end of the year. And this is the most amazing transits we get right now in Leo with the sun dignified, making great aspects, really good aspects, with yods, fated times to step into that love and that light and be it. I can't even stress it enough. Card for the day is the Two of Wands. Yeah, why would you not want to make the choice this weekend to step into your light and your love? Why would you not want to choose love, to choose passion, to choose the greatest journey that you came here to be a part of? Why would you choose something that doesn't align with that? Why would you want to choose something that doesn't bring you happiness, that doesn't make you feel like you're in your creative truth, like you're in your heart? The Star card reversed. We got to step into this age of Aquarius. We really do. And we can't be afraid to be our unique self. We can't be afraid to just bring our authenticity out and to trust that the universe is guiding us on the journey of our life. And we got a choice to make. We got a choice to make to get on that journey. We got to go towards, we got to follow the intuition. We got to follow the light. We got to follow the universe and the signs that they're giving us. And step into our light and step into our love and go there this weekend. This is big weekend. So I have to bring that out and bring a little passion, because this is passionate stuff. I can't channel this without bringing that passion. The Star card reversed. Do not be afraid to listen to the guidance you're getting and go towards the stars, to go towards the universe where they're guiding you. You came here for a reason, to do something big and to do something important. And whether that's just standing in your truth and owning it, or whether that's taking down the system, whether that's just holding love and light for others, or whether that's just being a great parent to your kids. We're all here for a reason. We're all here for something. You got to listen to the guidance. You got to trust that you're on the most beautiful path and the most beautiful journey. And the more you can let go and not hold on to what things were, the better off you're going to be. I love you all very much, and I will see you Monday. Take care.